Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. So what do we have here in the calendar? Global construction PMI data from the UK is scheduled for release later on. First Asian session. Bank services in PMI in Japan down from 53.2 to 51.5. Building approvals in Australia up from -6.1 to 15%. CPI in Australia in the same level, 0.3%. German retail sales deteriorate from 0.3 to -0.6. Unemployment change and unemployment rate is scheduled for release in about 1 minute. Then we got the S&P Global Construction PMI data from the UK scheduled for release at 10:30. At 11 o'clock we got CPI data from the Eurozone and the core CPI data from the Eurozone. So this is a interesting bunch of data from the Eurozone. Then we will have the ADP non-farm employment change scheduled for release at 2:15 together with the ISM non-manufacturing employment and ISM non-manufacturing PMI data together with the JOLTS jobs openings and factory orders. All of this data are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock together with the IV PMI from Canada scheduled for release at 4 o'clock as well. 15 minutes later we got crude oil inventories from the USA together with the cashing crude oil inventories, and at the end of the day, test 10 past 10, we got FOMC member Bowman to give a speech. So quite busy day. London and US session looks quite busy, so without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar for our time frame chart, 100 periods moving average rejected, trend line rejected, the orange one, the black one is violated already. Technical resistance, intraday technical resistance 1.1707, and then there is 100 periods moving average 1.1744. We are approaching the technical support, old technical support located at 1.1655. We got one more here. Let me just place it correctly. 1.1617 is the next technical support whatsoever. Please notice that the bounce from the extremely oversold conditions managed to hit the level of 50, and now we are moving again. We are moving lower. Let me just place this trend line here on the level of 50, something like that. There you go, and you can see it clearly that this situation here still favors the bears. So bearish outlook for the euro dollar. CPI data from the Eurozone ahead of us. Cable. Cable is now, cable momentum is now hitting the level of 50, so it's neutral level. Bulls wanted to go back inside of the channel. We have a bearish engulfing pattern here. Movement down towards 1.3491. Now it's a technical resistance, intraday technical resistance. It's quite clear to let's say, place it on this chart. You got this technical support here, and this, I don't know if this will be a good idea. There you go, and this one here. So it looks like that, and the technical resistance, let me just move it a little bit higher. There you go. So we're supposed to hit the higher levels, but the market reversed. We are approaching the 100 periods moving average at 1.3446. Any breakout lower is bearish. Next target 1.3401, and then those two technical supports might be hit as well. So right now we are no longer trading inside of the channel. The bulls wanted to get back in, but they failed miserably. And now if we break below the level of 50 on the RSI, the outlook remains bearish. Traditionally, we are going to take a look at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. However, there is not much on looking at this, because we got the situation when the market is trading exactly in the middle of the range, and there is a smaller range in the middle of this range, and the market is trading there. So nothing is going on here. Even the momentum is oscillating around the level of a 50. Technical resistance levels, technical support levels are still the same we are waiting for the trigger. Gold market is trying to resume the uptrend. We recently hit the level of 4,499. We are not that far away from 4,549, so this situation still is bullish, obviously, and as long as we move higher, the outlook remains bullish with this kind of momentum. Looks quite nice. Quite a big decline here, but it's a corrective in nature. It's a kind of a pullback. Next target, swing high from the December 29th on gold. Crude oil, did we broke above this supply zone? No, we did not. Crude oil hit the supply zone, as you can see here on the chart. Roughly made a swing high at 58.86, and then big decline yet again. So we got the same repetitive pattern here. Hit the supply zone, decline, hit the supply zone, decline, hit the supply zone, decline. So this supply zone is the key to the further movement higher for the crude oil. And of course, in case of any breakout higher, the next target can be spotted here at 60.49. Otherwise, let me just move it a little bit higher. Otherwise, this situation here might be a little bit tricky, because we got this technical support roughly around 54.98, basically dollars per barrel. So right now there is one more technical support which is being tested these days, and it's roughly around here, 55.73. So the market is trading inside of the range with clear rejection of the higher levels above the potentially above the let's say supply zone. Let me just place my arrows. There you go. So this is my most important zone right now. Without breaking above the zone, there is no uptrend resume. Now Bitcoin is doing up and down swings after the liquidity hit the level of technical resistance and made a local high at 94,789. Since then we have a movement to the upside, then the counter move by the bulls when we hit the level of 50. That's quite interesting situation. However, you can see that this movement here is purely price action up and down, and this situation here might get tricky if we break actually once again above the level of 50. So very weak trend line here, and we switch back to the level, to the daily time frame chart, right? Why I'm showing you this? Because any breakout above 95,000 for good, any breakout for good, strong reliable breakout, means that the next target is 100 periods moving average, 99,374, or the round number of 100,000, all this technical resistance at 98,940. So 5,000 up for grabs for the bulls is here, and I guess that they want to take the chance, because that would means this range, as you can see, red line and the green line, this range might be basically violated very quickly, especially with this momentum. So please stay focused, stay vigilant, keep an eye on the current behavior of the on the bulls on the Bitcoin chart, because as long as we stay roughly above this three nice green lines, the outlook remains bullish for the Bitcoin. This is typical pullback, counter pullback, and movement to the upside. So don't be spoofed by the situation here that okay, now we're going back to the range. It looks like the bulls wants more to the upside. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.